Hello everyone, I welcome you all. As you start your efforts in learning English grammar, no matter whoever you are and wherever you are, you can learn from anywhere while watching this video. So, if you want to improve your English grammar, it is better that we can move step by step. So, before introducing my today's topic, let's have a look on this picture. In this picture, what does Jack do? Jack plays football. What did Jack and John do yesterday? Jack and John watched a movie yesterday. What is the difference in these sentences? As the subject is same but verbs are different because first sentence shows present time and second sentence shows past time. So, what do we call if a verb describe time? Yes, tense. Tense is the time described by verb. An action which shows time is called tense. As we divide time into three parts, past, present and future. So as same for tense. Tense also has three parts, past tense, present tense and future tense. Each tense has four types with same name, simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. We can understand it better. Like here, tense is a grandparent which have three children. Their name were past, present and future. And each son has four sons with same name. So they are simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So they are 12 siblings. So, one should have known about form of verbs. The base form of the verb which we denote from V1. The past participle form of verb we denote with verb V2. The past participle, we denote past tense of the verb with V2 and past participle with V3 and ing form with VING. Let's have an example. The base form is go, past form is went, past participle form is gone and ing form is going. So for the base form we also use S and ES. With vowel sound we use ES and with consonant we use S, and we only use it with third person singular like she, has, have. Like she, we use SES. She goes. Like he plays. So we use three forms of the verb like this. Now we will move towards our topic. We will start from simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. Simple present tense. When an action is happening right now and when it happens regularly and when we have universal truth, the truth that will never change in any situation, we use simple present tense. Let's have an example. The sun rises in the east. So here the sun rise today, tomorrow, and has rise yesterday also. So the universal truth will never change. The sun rises in the east. Let's have the another example. What does Swati do? Swati writes a letter. What does Janvi do? Janvi sings a song. In the next picture, I teach English. They dance together. Do you see any difference in the verbs? Yes, in the previous ones, there is S and ES with verb. It is because we use SES only with third person singular or with name. So here they dance together. They is also a third person, but it is in the plural form. So we don't use SES with these with they. So let's find out the structure. So in the first sentence, I is subject, teach is verb, and which form of the verb? Verb first form, and for English is object. In this sentence, they is subject, dance was first form, and together. So what is the structure you find out here? Subject plus verb with S or ES plus object. So right now, write two sentences using this structure. We will move to the next tense, which is simple past tense. When an action happened or existed before now. When an action happened in the past time. Let's have an example. I use similar verb as I use in previous tense for better understanding. Here, Swati wrote a letter to her father yesterday. Janvi sang a song on her last birthday party. I taught English that day. They danced on the party last night. So here, as you can see the difference. What is the difference? Yes, we use second form of the verb. Like Swati, the first base form of the verb is write, and the second form V2 here is wrote. The first form is sing and the second form is sang. The third form is sing, sang, sung. The first form I teach English and the second form I taught English. The first form they dance together and the second form they danced on the party. So now you understand the structure here. Subject plus verb second form plus object. Now you can also use the same verb and change the sentences into past using this structure. Let us now move towards simple future tense. Simple future tense talk about things that haven't happened yet. An action or condition that will begin and end in the future. So, in the simple sentence, if I want to say an action which describes future time is simple future tense. Let's an example. Swati will write a letter tomorrow. Janvi will sing a song. I will teach English in the upcoming classes. They will dance after this performance. So, what is the difference here? Yes, here also the verb is different. we use will with verb first form. So what is the structure we will have? Subject plus will shall plus verb first form plus object. Now you can change previous sentences into future sentence. Now we can compare our simple present tense with simple past tense and simple future tense. As I am comparing my chart, you can also compare your sentences. Like Swati writes a letter in present tense. If I want to convert this into past tense, I can say Swati wrote a letter. And for future tense, I will use Swati will write a letter. If I want to write in Janvi sings a song in simple present tense, and if I want to convert it into simple past tense, Janvi sang a song. And for future tense, Janvi will sing a song. In simple present, I teach English. For simple past, it will be I taught English, and simple future, I will teach English. They danced together. They danced last night, and they will dance. So as you can see, these sentences I have divided into three parts: simple present, simple past, and simple future. As you can see, the verbs here are the same, like writes, wrote, and will write. I don't change the verb here so that it is beneficial for me to understand it. Swati writes a letter. Swati wrote a letter, and Swati will write a letter. So if you want to improve, you can also use the same verb and practice it. So for English grammar, it requires lots of practice, and for practice you should know and you should remember all forms of verbs. You have to use correct verb according to subject, and continuous efforts required. In the upcoming lessons, we will discuss about negative and interrogative sentence of these simple tenses. Till then, continue your practice, and you can write your simple sentence and share in the comment section. And also, if you have any doubt, write your doubts on the comment section below. Stay safe, stay connected, and keep practicing. Thank you.